All right, there we go.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition Chronicle Vancouver Adjacent by Night, which is a Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition. I already said that, didn't I?
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm screwing up this reading thing because I wrote a bunch of stuff down. So, this is a mature game, and it explores some dark and troubling themes. Our players have discussed consent and boundaries, and we collectively avoid situations that may be triggering. The players will always let me know if anything gets uncomfortable by using the yellow card and red card system in our chat. If you are ever uncomfortable as a viewer, feel free to hit pause, stop the feed, step away. We will have everything on YouTube after the game. Generally, because we pre record these, I can actually do it essentially the next day. So I can have that up there. And yeah, you can come back whenever you feel ready to continue with the episode, or just not come back and play that particular episode and skip ahead to the next week. I would also like to thank our wonderful host and sponsor, Level Up Dice, who provided some math rocks for us. For me, I've got the ones that have the official symbols on them, but part of my hidden ones are over there. And I think Harley may have some shiny
Yep,
math rocks,
yep.
shiny metal math rocks.
Yep. I also I had to pay for my level up dice like a schlep, but no, no. These are I can say these are worth every penny. This is probably the best set of D10s I've ever owned.
They're
Awesome,
heavy
awesome.
too.
Yes, these things. I'm gonna roll them by the mic just so you get a sense of the heft.
Oh, let me hear it.
Some ASMR dice rolling.
Yeah. That was see these puppies got some heft to them. That was like yeah, that was like five of them right here. Yeah, they're nice.
Ooh.
Yes,
That's a noise.
It
yes,
sounded
That's
heavy.
just that's just five of them.
they're
Like
nice. Very nice dice.
actually, I did a giveaway recently for a dice tower, and it was like I am not using level up dice in this thing
No,
because that will just completely destroy the guts of the dice tower. Like having a bunch of aluminum, whatever, going down. Yeah.
Aluminium.
Yeah, so please support them by purchasing. There will be, am I pointing in the right direction?
yes, you are actually.
Hey, first time for everything. There will be the thing in the chat. If you purchase them from that, it helps us out greatly and it helps them out. And now I would like to introduce our vampires, and I have no idea of the order, so I'm just going to go with my Zoom call. So first up is going to be Harley.
Hello there. I am Patrick Gill, and I am playing Harley the Nosferatu, possibly the Nosferatu Primogen of Vancouver. Maybe we haven't fully fleshed that out yet, but yeah, your boy's back for season two, baby.
With legs.
Yes.
Always good to have
And,
legs.
Fresh legs.
and you might wonder why I'm not actually using the player names. It's because I had everybody change their names in the Zoom call to being their character names, and now I just call them by their character names. I just don't know who
This
they are in
works.
real life at all. Next up would be Elena.
Hi, I am Samantha McLarty, and I am playing the very awesome and super sneaky La Sombra, Elena Cortez. Um, yeah, that's about it. Super
Super
sneaky,
sneaky.
super awesome. I don't mean, what else do you need to know? I'm
That's
awesome.
pretty much it.
Yeah, that pretty
Right?
much covers it.
I got all of you guys through the sewer. Me.
Mm-hmm.
By throwing people.
Almost by throwing people. We're not going to talk about that.
Next would be Cassandra.
Hi, I'm Lex. I play the Toreador Cassandra. And while I do have both legs, I'm not the sneaky one. I do the singing thing.
Yeah, and in my order in the Zoom call, we kind of went from the thrower to the throw ed. Next up is Charlie.
Hey, I'm Zachary Vaudo. I'm playing Charlie Lawrence, the Malkavian Primogen, who did okay getting through the sewer, but is currently, where last we left off, having a panic attack in the middle of everything. So we'll pick up with that.
I mean,
Okay, I've
that's
got
fair.
you. I've got you. It's fine.
Next would be Charlotte.
Hi, I'm Brennan. I play Charlotte. I'm not the primogen of the Ventru, but I am everybody here's boss. Also, I am tired of being in this stinky sewer, so let's leave.
That is an entire mood. So when last we saw this particular intrepid coterie, aptly named the C Team, because they try to confuse their storyteller with similar sounding names and everybody having C at the beginning, or at least part of their names. It's really confusing. That's why I got everybody to switch their names in the Zoom chat. They were in the sewers. The last episode of last season was Into the Sewers, where they went to meet the ancient Nosferatu Nixodon, who nobody quite knows if she is part of the Camarilla, not part of the Camarilla. She's just an ancient mover shaker. And they had made it down into her quote-unquote throne room, which was essentially the size of a football field. And in the center of it, it had a throne that was built up on many steps made of skulls. They had a quick conversation with Nixodon. Somewhere in Atlanta, somebody started crying because Dolly Parton's 9 to 5 was sung, which seemed to impress Nixodon. There was some finger tapping going on, and at the end, they were wondering how Nixodon knew so much about them, and Alexandru came out of hiding behind the throne of skulls, and that is where we're going to pick up this particular scene. And I don't have a veil because I was supposed to get one, but Amazon took its friggin' time. So yeah, I do not have a veil for this particular character, so let's just pretend Nixodon has a veil, shall we? As you can see, I have my ways.
Understood. And I turned my attention to Alexandru. Hopefully nothing but good reports and good news. Fingers crossed.
Alexandru, if you are unfamiliar with that particular character, is a tall, kind of thin character with, he's got like a suit that looks like it's, about 1920s style. He's got kind of bone ridges on his head and kind of longish hair that's pulled back very neatly. Like it is a very, very fine suit, even though you're in the middle of a sewer. And he kind of nods.
It's Alexandru. I love that guy. Hi.
I don't mean to question, but I'm going to question, how is it that, you two, were you both stabbed together, or?
It's funny you
Kind
should
of-
ask.
Kind of curious about this.
It's funny you should ask. Yes.
That's not so much funny as just an answer to a question.
What is funny about it exactly? I'm with Charlie on that.
Oh, it's funny that you should mention it because many people have not been able to put two and two together in that regard.
So lots of people know that you two are friends, or
Oh, I
whatever it
wouldn't
is you
even
do.
say that.
You guys kind of made it a little easy for us,
Yeah,
standing next to each other and all that.
that helps.
Respectfully.
You were the first to make it this far, honestly.
Well, teamwork goes a long way.
And out from behind the other side of the throne that's made of skulls comes a kind of misshapen Nosferatu, clearly Nosferatu. He's got pointed ears that kind of flop, and he's got like a kind of a bald head that is kind of looks almost as if there's something kind of leaking out of it. It kind of looks like there's a sheen over him. And he like, Mistress, should I clean the traps? Are they all here? And then Nixodon puts her hand on the shoulder. Now, they are all here. Oh, that's very disappointing.
I hate when that happens.
We're resourceful.
Oh, you don't understand. He likes eating the pieces that are stuck in the traps.
So people that try to come down here fall for the traps a lot.
Oh, yes.
Is this a frequent occurrence?
Yeah.
Frequent enough that I don't have to send him out to feed elsewhere.
You would think that people would get the hint eventually, but all right.
Maybe they don't know because, the traps are typically full. So who's going to go back and say anything?
Yeah. No one to spread the rumors.
Follow-up question. Are the people that get caught in the traps like the nearsighted, or they
Generally, people try to come down here singularly.
Oh, well, that is their problem. Then they
Oh.
don't have,
yeah,
Plans.
that'll make it difficult.
That was our advantage, the power of friendship.
Aw.
Now, how can I be sure you won't all talk about how to get down here?
Because I have the feeling if word started to spread, you would know who spread it. And, ma'am, I have the feeling that you could very easily make quick work of all of us, if not now, then later on down the road, one by one. So the incentive to not talk is kind of built into the arrangement.
But that takes effort.
Doesn't really benefit us either, though. I mean, I don't know a nice way to say this. Who would we tell that would care? Like, why would we want to tell people to come down here when they already know that they wouldn't be welcome down here? It wouldn't really do much, would it? Like, it's kind of more work on our part to try to tell people like how to get down here than to just not do it.
You'd be surprised.
I mean, then we have to like remember everything. We have to remember like all the stuff that you did to get down here, and then like I don't know. What if one of the people is just like a little bit too tall, then they can't get through the narrow thing, and then it's kind of it doesn't make a lot of sense. It's the
And you've got
probability
the
that
jumpy thing that is a very hard to, get past the jumpy thing with the big, I don't know, the
Well, see,
That's-
a lot of
Jumpy thing was okay.
a lot of the traps that you'll find in Warrens are specifically designed to keep out people who aren't Nosferatu.
I mean, yeah, but like I said, like it just seems like a lot of work for us to like remember everything and then tell people and
Right.
like, hope, like
And right now we seem really awesome because we'll have talked to you and no one else will. Why would we want to share that?
And all that said, the reason that we were able to get here is through the power of friendship, which proves to be our strength. And we would much rather be friends with you than enemies.
That is very valid point.
that makes sense.
It is kindred society. Friendship comes with a price.
Yeah, she pays us. We work together.
What is your price?
Oh, okay.
Is this like a genie asking us wishes scenario?
Maybe
I don't
like,
think they're like wishes.
is this the part where we where Harley becomes the primogen, or is this do we do another thing here?
I don't necessarily want to become the primogen if it's going to be through, an exchange of boons. The way I see it, if no one wants the spot, and ma'am, if you don't want the spot, then all right, I'll take it. That's ultimately, at the end of the day, that's all the tower is going to care about. If they
What do
even
you mean,
if-
Harley?
Well, even
Is
if
it then?
go ahead.
Is taking a primogen spot not okay for you if you had to do boons? I had to do that.
You had to go to a club. Relax.
There's still one that is still lingering that might come back and bite me in the ass later.
It was a loud club.
Perhaps there is a misinterpretation.
I believe yes.
The boon in place would be your silence on my part. And for you, I'm assuming primogenship is what you want?
You have a thought, Charlie.
And I'll just put my hand in front of her. Hold that thought, and I'll try to get people over
Yeah.
The huddle.
I'm
We're
not,
huddled up.
yeah,
Oh my
I think I'm
god.
still holding Elena's hand,
Everybody's still
pull her
sticky.
in, just everybody.
Everybody's still
Okay.
sticky.
Okay. So, we could do that, or, obviously, she is more powerful, networked, etc., and is working with Alexandru and maybe other people. And we were doing the primogen thing to do the infiltration thing, to do the upset thing. Could we just cut to the chase?
Yeah, Primogen feels like it's a little bit small time in comparison.
I mean, you're not gonna just completely overthrow the court or anything, but maybe
Well,
maybe this is where we get Charlotte in to something as well.
That is fair.
I've been feeling kind of obsolete amongst all of you guys with all of your promotions. That would be wonderful.
Well, that's because we were doing the promotion thing so that we could then leverage out to then get you into the thing. And yeah, so is this a thing where we could actually sort of skip a few steps, or?
Perhaps, but then you'd have to take into context that at Elysium we would all be equal and no longer above Charlotte.
That is terrible.
Not that I'm saying that that's a bad thing so much. It was.
That's a terrible thing. It's hilarious that we're above Charlotte.
No, that is
I
worth
know.
considering.
I'm
Actually,
right here.
We know.
all right,
No.
Look, okay, we all got here together.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of different ways I can say we can approach this. Okay, one. We use Nixodon's boon to somehow leverage Charlotte into the primogen or the primogen position.
means you have to get Davenport out of it, which would be her doing thing.
That's true. Or, I mean, realistically, if we want to see the cam gone, if you want to skip even more steps, we've got two elders right here in the same room.
That's what I was going for.
So, I mean, how I mean, are we really talking about doing this? Is this the conversation that we're having right now?
I don't know if we're having the same conversation.
I'm very
Are we
confused.
ever?
Okay, what do you have in mind, Charlie? Because I have a feeling that you and I are thinking of different things, but you go ahead. What do you got in mind first?
I'm just talking about using their influence and their power and whatnot to disrupt the court in such a way that we could actually integrate further and be more, control-y to where we could actually dismantle it properly while dismantle or put Charlotte into a position of power like the plan was to actually have our influence going into it.
I think Harley is implying that he would like to just blow it all up.
That's what I'm hearing too.
Basically, yes.
Somebody already tried that and they're still going. So
I thought for a
Yeah,
moment
but were
he
they as
was
good
implying.
as these two?
Yeah,
I thought-
that's okay. Here's the
So
thing.
I may have thought for a moment that he was implying diablerie, but you know what? Whatever you guys have in mind, this is probably a much better idea
where
than
did
what
you
I was
get
actually
that?
thinking. Because he said elders, and he was talking about them being, elders and all this stuff, and that we could. It was
How do you
just,
get from elders to diablerie so quickly?
I don't
don't
want to
ask questions you don't want the answers to.
I'll turn around at the
know what
elder.
the
I'll turn around at them and
answer
just
to
go.
that
No. And just
I'm
look back.
also
at the
going to
group.
turn around. Miss Nixodon, I have a question.
Yes.
So, I just while we're, talking through our options, I just want to be clear. Are you offering us one total boon or one boon apiece?
That's a great question.
Or is it like a scaling thing, like one really big one or a bunch of small ones, one per person?
That's fair.
Permutation of the question.
Yeah.
Because I can fire all of them and they will not be working for me anymore.
You basically see the veil kind of shift, looking. What you can assume is looking over at Alexandru. They are good, aren't they? And Alexandru looks up and he.
Yes.
5 wishes.
It would be for each of you.
I see now that is
Huddle up
completely
again.
different.
Okay.
That's completely
Okay.
different. And yes,
Okay, so my train of thought. Let's see if we can cash in our boons. Let's use them to get rid of Hazoon. And when he's gone, we're the last one standing.
That's a lot of.
but see, you have to have somebody that will take control, like to
Yeah.
be prince, and then
Do we have to? Do we
Somebody-
somebody's going to
legitimately-
claim it.
Do we
Somebody's going to
legitimately?
claim it.
No. I'm saying we dissolve the Primogen Council after
There's
Hazoon
still
is
going
dead.
to be somebody within the Camarilla that's going to say, well, you know what? I'm going to be the prince then.
Yeah, they'll just take praxis. Like there's only 2 Primogen here at the moment, and like if you become it, sure, but like then that's 3. But then like we've got all the other clans to worry about, and like that's a lot of responsibility.
Okay,
That's
I was just saying, if we wanted Occam's razor, that's always been my approach to this entire scenario.
I think Occam's razor would be to kill the Primogen Council, but that's also a lot of responsibility.
Also, like us.
Oh, I mean, like
Us, obviously.
not us, like
The other ones.
right, yeah.
But don't worry, you're not part of that anyway.
It's
Yet.
true.
Yeah,
Then I would be the only one who's alive.
So perhaps for the moment, if we do, the whole boon thing, that since we all have one, except for Harley, because right now Harley's is to be Primogen, I think, unless you're changing your mind. Anyways, perhaps that we don't actually cash them in just yet. We could save them and see it when we do need them.
yeah.
I was going to say you should ask for more wishes.
I don't even know what I.
It's
what
not
I'd
a
want.
genie.
We can rainy day the boons. We
See,
can,
because if we're doing this thing right now, to be Primogen to take out the Camarilla, then what if at some point, let's say that I'm Primogen and Charlie's Primogen, Harley is Primogen, and we will get Charlotte and Cassandra to do this to be Primogen as well, and then there's all of our boons gone, and then we have somebody that tries to take all of that from us, or Hazoon gets mad and decides that we're no longer in that place. Now we don't have any more boons.
Well, Cassandra's a harpy.
Gosh. But if she wanted to be Primogen right now, we could try to put her in that position.
Yeah, but she also keeps record of the boons.
I
as
was
the
also
harpy.
under the impression that their Primogen spot's kind of like the Nosferatu. Their Primogen's like, and so whoever
Not
wants it
here.
can take it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Probably have to convince people same way that Elena had to, but yeah.
She just has to convince her clan. That's all that matters.
I mean, yeah, but still, like that's what Elena had to do. So
Well, I mean, if we've got 3 Primogen here, I don't know how much more that'll do us good.
I mean, 3 Primogen and a Harpy, and then if we in the Charlotte could either become the Primogen that was the thing, right? Like we like Charlotte, you wanted to displace Davenport because you didn't like the way he was treating you, and so like that's part of the goal.
He put me in charge of a shell company.
Right, yeah. So the whole thing would be to use at least Charlotte's boon to like usurp Davenport in a way that would really box him out in a hard position for him to come back from, right? Like,
And I don't, let's tell you what, let's go back and let's negotiate. Let's see what exactly we can get for our boons, so we're not putting the cart before the horse.
okay, I'm probably gonna hold on to mine because I don't really know what I want, and like the thing I
Same
wanted
for me.
the thing I wanted to
too.
do, like I don't really know if they can like hear her, and like I don't want them to hear her the way that like Elena had to hear her. So that's a lot of I don't know.
Who's this her that you guys keep talking? We'll get back to that. We'll get back to that.
Why don't you use your wish for that?
Let's get out of here.
I don't know who she is, and
Why don't you make that your wish to find out who she is?
I have to know who she. It's a lot. I'll come back to it.
All they got to do is drink some of your juice.
I don't want.
No, we're not going to do that. That's very dangerous.
They're older. It takes a lot more juice.
It does.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well,
I'm not a juice box.
so let's. Okay, and I actually look up at the other two, and I'm sure they're just intently watching us this entire time.
Because we're
I assume
loudly
we-
talking in front of
I
them.
assume we've been having this conversation at a normal indoor speaking voice the whole time.
Probably.
In this
Yeah,
echoey cavern.
Nixodon doesn't appear to have really moved since the last time she spoke. So you all like collectively turn around and
Yeah.
look at Nixodon.
All right, so, ma'am, if I have to use my boon to be able to claim the primogeniture of Clan Nosferatu, I'll do so. If you legitimately do not want it, I would like to just kind of reserve the boon for later, while we still try to get the lay of the land. Is that agreeable to you?
I would
A
go
rainy day
with
boon.
boon.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
I would go with the boon.
Okay. Then... All
I
right.
hear there is a harpy among you.
Very much so, yes.
Oh, yes, that's me. Hi.
Record this in your notes. I, Nixodon, owe Elena Cortez, Cassandra, Charlie, and Charlotte a major boon. For Harley, I owe a minor boon.
That's agreeable. That
Then you see the veil shift over to the misshapen Nosferatu. Sludge, bring it out.
Why
And
do you only
then-
get a minor one?
He kind of scampers over,
Because
and he comes back with like a scroll, and he unravels it, and she kind of pulls this like feather tip pen out of nowhere and scribbles on it, and then kind of does and then the misshapen Nosferatu kind of scampers down the stairs, and he like holds it up to Harley as he rolled it all together.
I take it And I examine it, and I'm assuming this is like some sort of declaration.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a, I, Nixodon, here to therefore give Harley my support for primogenship of the Nosferatu.
That's pretty
And there
good.
was like, kind of, you could tell that there was like a line where your name went just now. And then kind of like a date down at the bottom, like as if she knew you were coming for this specific purpose.
I take that in. All right, very
Okay.
well. Then I roll the scroll up and I tuck it in, and I thank you, and I will, of course, ma'am, fully represent your interests on the council. You wish anything said, spoken, done on your behalf, by all means, I am at your service as I would serve any and all Nosferatu within the Camarilla.
I trust you have the clan's best interest at heart.
Thank you.
Could I ask just perhaps one more teensy little question? Again, just
Go on.
So, just out of curiosity, where exactly do the two of you lie specifically in terms of sect,
Political
want upon a time
allegiance.
Sabat, potentially Camarilla now, anarchs, independent. Where exactly do you fall currently?
With the Sabbat not here, it is currently undetermined.
But if the Sabat were to be here, to come here, then you would fall in line with them, correct?
Perhaps.
I guess it depends if they're doing okay now.
I was just, curious as to
I have
what
heard
could.
rumors.
What kind of rumors?
Oh, that was the end of the sentence. Okay.
Rumors of the Gehenna War.
What's that? What's that?
Have you noticed elders
No.
seemingly picking up and leaving?
Oh. Sorry, I thought that was the end of the sentence. No. Also no.
They have been
Okay.
drawn apparently to the Middle East.
Like going to Florida or
That is the Near East.
no, I mean, like, is it like how people go to Florida like to retire because old, or is it like a thing? Why does everybody want to go over there?
Rumors are that an ancient has arisen.
Like an elder?
The rumor is antediluvian.
Oh.
Okay.
It's probably not good.
I mean,
It never is. Ask the Ravnos.
it's a rumor, right? I mean,
That is the rumor. Many elders have left North America, Europe, possibly Africa as well. Rumors from there is sketchy at best.
why didn't
They're
you?
going proceed.
Why didn't you?
There are certain means of counteracting said compulsion.
So they're not just picking up and leaving of their own volition, they are being compelled to go?
So I hear.
Oh.
I would even, if I had to put a number on it, probably about 90% of the Sabbat just left. The pompous windbag Fiorenza's Savona claiming any victory in Mexico City is because most of the actual resistance had just left.
I'll just lean over to Elena. I don't know who that is either.
I'll explain it later. But Vintru,
Oh,
I think.
okay.
Vintru, important person.
Okay. Let's stand back up.
Important.
Well, to that client specifically, she is considered quite important, I think.
She considers herself important anyway.
Right,
To
like
that
that.
clan specifically, they might even include Victor Temple as being important.
Who?
I'll lean back over to Elena. I don't know who that is either.
LA. He's been through
Okay.
considerably important. I don't
Charlotte
think he's
definitely
Camarilla though.
knows who that is.
Sure. Okay.
I don't think that he's Camarilla though. I think that he is still an Anarch.
No,
But I don't know.
LA
They're weird.
is fully Anarch territory.
Oh, good for
Either
them.
way.
I wouldn't say that either.
Well, the scorecard says they're still Anarch. For
It's
now.
not even half time yet.
True.
I want to use one of your sports ball analogies.
True.
I didn't
Very
expect
true.
sports from Nixodon.
Everybody knows you don't really hedge your bets until after the second half, or after the second half begins, and then you can actually process it. I'm sorry. Yes.
Sorry, the betting analogy just went completely off the rails. So Nixodon is kind of leans forward ever so slightly. It's not super noticeable, but if you're definitely paying attention to Nixodon, and it is mildly intimidating. Is that all for business?
But I don't really. I mean, at the moment, I don't have any more questions. So much.
I have a few. Now, this is... Bear in mind that this is just me trying to, like Charlie said, hedge my bets a little bit. The explosion that took out the art gallery. I mean, was that really the Anarchs, or do you suspect that there might have been, we'll say, some internal shenanigans going up a little higher on the food chain in the tower? Because I've got suspicions about that whole situation, and it's just not sitting right with me.
The rumors that I have heard is that it was some Karen person.
It's just I find it. I'm just trying to preach this to anyone with ears that will listen. It's just something does not seem right about that explosion. There's the fact that so many, higher ups and elders and ancillae got wiped out, and all of us scrubby neonates and fledglings were left behind. That seems really fucking weird to me, if you pardon my French.
Part of that particular rumor
English.
is that they were being aided by a harpy of the Camarilla.
Oh, Stephen, yeah.
Yeah.
That guy.
But for that's still for a harpy to be able to have that kind of pull, to be able to arrange that kind of shit. That's still a fucking harpy.
I don't believe it was the harpy necessarily. The harpy knew of the schedule of Elysium.
Monkey in the middle. Okay.
Then they would be able to pass on, for example, when the prince was preparing their grandiose framing of the Thin Bloods or whatever it happened to be. And then
Good point.
kaboom.
Good point. Yeah.
I think
How stable is this company that I want a promotion in?
Very little.
Like anything.
It's up in the air.
Elena's gonna kind of squeeze Charlie's hand, and she's gonna lean over and kind of whisper, "When we get back to the surface, remind me that there is something that I should probably mention regarding that whole Elysium thing."
Okay. Sure.
Oh, please share.
I mean, it isn't exactly something that you would probably care too much about, considering you're not all into the whole whatever the Camarilla Elysium bullshit is.
Oh, I like information.
I mean, that sounds like another exchange of stuff, though,
Mhm.
right?
Let's say information always has a price.
At a game, that's a ballsy move, but well played.
First thing she says is no.
Nixodon again leans forward, and it's, ever so slightly more intimidating. Like, it looks like she's kind of edging towards the edge of her seat. Would a minor boon be worth it?
So yes.
Sure, why not?
Okay, yeah, there you go.
That's another. That's fine. Minor boon could be fine. All right.
Go on.
So we had once upon a time Prince, and then the Elysium blew up, and nobody really knows what happened so much to the Prince during that time. But Hazun took over. But Hazun was the seneschal, so it stands to reason that Hazun and the Prince were together when it blew up. So when we found out about Stephen, or whatever the fuck his name is, trying to make a deal with the Garen and all of that shit, and we found out all of that, there was another La Sombra there that kind of took shots. Assassin, don't know who it was, but so my thought is that if there was another La Sombra there that was kind of standing point as a guard to keep anything from happening, maybe to the Karen and the Stefan dust person. What if Hazun might have been the one to orchestrate it all? To take Prince.
That is an interesting theory.
It's not the craziest thing, but why?
Why
You would have
not?
to ask him.
I mean, yeah, why not? But why?
Only Hazun could really answer that question, or maybe somebody that's really close to him, but
I don't know the guy. So.
I mean, nobody knows what happened, and he was the only one that really could say.
That does click.
Why else would there be a La Sombra following around the Dust Harpy and Beehive Lady?
We need to be very, very careful operating under that assumption, though.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to throw some coin at it.
I mean, it is all just a thought of putting the pieces together, but I mean, who stands the most to gain?
Hazun.
Mm-hmm.
And
What do you
yeah.
think? And she looks at Nixodon and Alessandro. What do you think about that? Did it resonate, perhaps?
I think it's refreshing to know that the La Sombra clan is still as ruthless and cutthroat as they used to be.
I think that was a
Valid.
compliment.
Yeah, valid point.
So, if we're going
Is
to
there-
operate under that assumption, We should probably be very careful from now on. More so than we already were, but you know what I mean.
Well, I think now we've got, we'll say a bonus objective. Once we get Charlotte where we need to get Charlotte, then, I mean, next logical play. I mean, Prince Ardennes does have a nice ring to it, too.
I was thinking that,
I mean, is that how high up you want to go? Do you even want to replace Victor Davenport if you just want to gun for the top, or?
Why don't I just make that my wish?
It's not a wish.
I mean, you could.
Feels like a wish.
That's a lot, though.
You're
Plus,
It's
then
major.
People might
Use
want
your
to try to.
boon for Prince.
People might want to try to come for you too, then. But
Oh, more than they already did with the
Yeah.
scary building and the werewolves and
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just feel like
The
a small
assassins.
promotion in this company that's already kind of, taking shots down the hill would still have me taking shots down the hill. But if I went to the top of the hill, then I couldn't be shot anymore.
well,
and people would be shooting up the hill.
yeah, they'd be shooting up the hill.
And then you'd have
But then I'd have
artillery
the high
fire
ground.
from outside of the conflict zone from other hills. But
I think that before we go and try to, shoot for Charlotte becoming prince, we should probably kind of figure out exactly what was happening during that explosion.
yeah, that's we're gonna need to. Well, hey, as newly minted Primogen, I say, well, at least the three of us, we would like to put forward a motion that we would like the events preceding and immediately following the explosion investigated
Aren't
By-
they already doing that and not getting
by the
anywhere?
Tremere Primogen.
Oh,
We should probably get her in this motion too, so that's 4 of us out of like 8. Are there 8 in the city? 9?
Yeah, out of character, how many officially recognized Primogen positions are there in the Camarilla of Vancouver?
It's like the 7 Camarilla and then La Sombra and then are there more?
Yeah, under V5, there's probably like anybody in any clan that wants to take it type thing. There's probably even a Ravnos one
Maybe.
maybe.
that kind of cycles out.
Yeah.
Well, see, they all take turns staying in the office.
But yeah, I think I think
There's
if we had
like
all
7 of them. They just
if we had all 4 of us, if we had all 4 of us doing that, then that would be a good portion. It'd be at least half, maybe.
Close to.
You should probably understand something that if Huzun is the one that kind of orchestrated it all, and we're bringing this forth, expect pushback. Expect
he'll
probably
know.
lots and lots of bad things to come our way.
He'll know.
mean-
He'll know why we're doing the move in the first place.
So
I mean, that'll kind of make the answer obvious then, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like I don't really know the guy, so I don't know if this is insulting, but I kind of hope that he's not that dumb to just immediately push back on it and give it away.
He is
That-
not that dumb.
Yeah,
So
be kind of disappointing if that were the case.
what I'm proposing then, and I kind of addressed the whole chamber. What I'm proposing then, we focus on getting Cassandra onto the council. That gives us more clout. That gives us more voice over Hizun. That's an extra vote we can count on for anything that comes our way as well. If we can, and then if we reach out to Abigail, secure her support for anything, we've got a pretty strong, solid voting block. We can do. I mean, well, we can't do whatever we want, but we can at least put forth a basic show of resistance against Hizun.
Yeah, you could do that. You could do that. I don't think there's any rule that like you can't be a Primogen if you're also the Harpy, so you could definitely do that.
You can double up. The harpy is an unofficial position anyway. Am I correct when I
It's
say
not
that?
like it's not like unofficial, but it's not like one that the prince like puts into place. You just kind of you
But
claim it.
if I'm Primogen and Harpy, does that mean I outrank everyone?
It's
No.
kind of no. It's kind of like working. It's kind of like working two part-time jobs.
You're gonna be really busy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
You're going to probably be doing more work than any of us.
Oh, I don't want to
Technically.
do work.
But hey, one of those jobs is a fun one for you. You get to spread rumors.
Yeah.
With
And then the
great
other one is you get to
status
tell all the
comes great
Toreador what to do.
responsibility.
Whenever I don't want to do work, I just make my interns do it.
Yeah. One of the jobs is spreading rumors, and the other one is telling all of the Toreador what to do.
Mm-hmm.
You like both of those things.
Yeah. So and there's that.
All right.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So
If that is all for the business,
Do we
I
have to?
have one more question. There was a Nosferatu we set free. His name was Alan. I just want to make sure that he got home okay after
oh
all.
yes.
Oh yeah.
Was he okay?
I remember him.
Alan is recovering.
Good.
Good.
Good
Okay.
for him.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
Do you need an escort out?
Do we have to go
we
back?
have to go back
way?
that way?
You do not.
Is the other way worse?
Depends on your definition of worse.
What if I think worse is an elevator?
Worse than that?
If you think worse is an elevator, then it is definitely not worse.
Dang it.
Escort.
Does it have anything to do with Trevor?
It does not.
Oh.
Escort's
Trevor,
fine.
if I recall, is at your new abode.
I was just making sure. Don't know. I mean, he managed to get from place A to our place,
Which I still
and I
can't
just
figure
didn't
out.
know how much maneuvering he can do.
Kind of disturbs me that that was so quick. Honestly.
Well,
Those are
you
a
made
lot of
it
calories
here.
burned to get him from point A to point B. Think about it. A lot of calories.
Like we're
You made it
noticeable
here.
in the boat.
And if you made it here, what makes you think Trevor could not?
You just said it didn't involve Trevor, so
Oh, the way
That's why
out
we're
from
asking.
here does not involve Trevor.
And that's sad.
what is the way out? And I guess probably yes to an escort because it's you're not just telling us, so it sounds complicated.
Correct.
Yeah.
The Sledge gonna show us the way out, I'm assuming.
He will.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you
Thank
very much.
For hospitality.
Works fine with me.
Because only Harley claimed anything. How do we claim from you? Do we just like talk to Harley and then he talks to you, or is there like a sewer that we yell down like the movie with the clown, or
I think we just tell Shrek.
I don't
What?
think it works that way, Charlotte.
why does no?
I
You
will
cast
know.
it into his net.
Oh, ShrekNet. Yeah.
Yeah, the online thing.
I
Oh yeah,
can-
can we just email you?
I can. If, ma'am, if you've got people that keep an eye on the network, I can relay messages back and forth that way just fine.
I do.
That'll
Okay.
be fine.
Okay,
So
Okay.
I was right.
Yes.
I know.
technically.
In the most technical of senses.
Okay, we should probably
We should
go
probably
and
get back now.
yeah.
And Sludge kind of scampers his way down the stairs again. And I'm going to hit fast forward on this. He leads you through a bunch of disgusting shit.
Fun.
And there's, it grosses out. Charlotte, Cassandra is -2 dice for pretty much ever at this point. Just like the memory of being in,
My poor Toreador brain.
and then he actually leads you out into a place that you kind of haven't been before, and it is to Sous La Rose, which is a different location than the mausoleum. And he kind of, pushes boards off the wall, and he like, get through here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Patrick. My microphone wasn't working. This is me asking what kind of a place the Sous La Rose is.
The Sous La Rose is a new location. It is
Did I just buy this place?
Yeah, it's just finishing its construction, essentially. And then you turn back, like you turn to look at it, and then you turn back to where Sludge would be, and Sludge is gone, obviously.
Oh, he's
Okay,
quick.
bye.
It's a good boy.
What does Sous La Rose look like on the interior?
So Sous La Rose is not the same as Moz was, but it's got the same kind of vibe. It's very old school opium den. You've got the velvet couches. There's hookahs all over the place. There's half finished art canvases. This is obviously meant to be an artist's retreat. This is mine. This is going to be all mine.
This
It's
is
mine, but
This is yours?
That is very lovely. Good job, Cassandra.
You have two places that lead to the to Nixodon's place?
Sort of the opinion every building in the city leads there at this point.
Okay, well that's you don't have like
That's
a
fair.
monopoly on that, so that's interesting. Okay, well that's
If I have a monopoly on it, can I charge for that?
maybe.
I'll figure it
No, that's the thing that we just got Boon Exchange to not do. So this is really cool.
This is nice. Does it have a shower?
There's apartments upstairs.
Good.
Oh, okay. You should
Charlotte,
probably
you can keep my jacket. I will just get another one.
we should probably clean because
I mean,
yeah.
I have lots of stuff upstairs. It's just all red.
Everything red?
Red is nice.
It's a lovely color.
That's good.
This is me asking what kind of a place this is and what kind of the work is around us. Like, what kind of quality is it? Is it good or is it crap?
Highly offended.
And then I'm also wondering, like, is this like a communal space or does everyone have their own separate working areas?
It is a communal thing, so there's definitely some real crap laying around, but there's also some stuff that's like human good and some stuff that obviously Cassandra or another Toreador has made that is like really good.
So is it safe
Give
to
me-
like oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna is it safe to speak freely without ears so much hearing us?
Not so much down here, but upstairs should be all us.
Okay.
Then we should probably go there soon.
Yeah, like go clean up and then we meet up and stuff and
Harley, quick thing first. Give me a wits and awareness with those chonky dice.
Yeah.
Do some more ASMR for dice rolling.
Did you say wits and awareness?
I did indeed.
Hey, there's Florence.
she's just not happy with having to be in the sewer.
Yeah, she still has your doggy booties on.
Oh.
And that would be 3 successes.
When you kind of take a look around at the various works of art, there's like, some fruit that's painted, like half painted. It's kind of got the pencil sketch on it. There's one that kind of catches your specific eye because you're a Nosferatu. It is kind of dark colors. There's like purples, kind of looks almost as if they were just kind of not necessarily splashed on, but just like attacked the like the canvas, and then there's like a big slash through it. It's hideous.
So this painting is definitely catching my interest, and I think I have a very good idea on who the artist was.
Do I know anything about this painting? Do I know who made it or if it's done or anything?
The painter of that particular piece is kind of like they kind of wander in every once in a while. Like it's extremely infrequent, and whereas a lot of the other artists kind of have certain spaces that they keep all semi clean, like not you can't with paint you can't necessarily keep it like super tidy, but that particular area is just like a pocket hurricane hit it. Like it's a disaster area.
I don't think so, but I could let you know the next time they're here. You could talk to them about it.
Most definitely, I'm very interested to talk to them. In fact, I think I would most definitely want to buy this painting.
I guess I'm an art broker now, too.
Well,
Oh, it's also much quieter in here than
Yeah.
it was at the club. This is a much more chill atmosphere, so Charlie should be okay.
and
Feels like unemployment.
all of the and you said there's apartments upstairs, and all of the rooms in here are just regular rooms.
They're all regular rooms. They're nice
Okay,
regular rooms, but there's no special
nice,
room.
nice regular rooms is nice.
There's no fuck room.
I'm gonna miss the swing.
We'll get you a swing.
Yeah. So upstairs, and Charlie's looking down at like the mud covered white. you only have red.
I've only got red.
Red's good. I'm gonna not this and yeah,
Yeah.
Are you okay, Charlie?
I'm okay. I'm just gonna go upstairs and clean. Anybody else need to clean or
Oh, yeah.
yeah?
I think
okay.
we all
Yeah.
need to do that.
Okay.
Me too.
Okay. I'll just start walking with everybody just towards the stairs, and I just really quietly. I'll just look down at my with Elena's hand and just kind of let it go and just go. Thank you.
No, it's fine.
Thank you.
Anytime that you need my help, I'm right here.
I'm kind of
And I'm
nudging
going to-
Charlotte and pointing.
Power of friendship.
Uh-huh.
Charge upstairs.
And I'm going to keep my word and make sure that we figure out who that woman is, okay?
Okay. Okay.
So cute.
Actually, this would probably be a good time for a break.
Alrighty. Whoop-de-doo.
Whoop-de-doo.
Whoop-de-doo. We're live.
Welcome back, everybody.
And-
Whoop-de-doo.
Yep. There.
Can we get a whoop-de-doo in the chat, I
Whoop-
guess? Hashtag whoop-de-doo.
Hashtag whoop-de-doo.
So,
Not giving up my
it
meat
is
room.
it has been a few days. And I'm going to get a rouse check from everyone. Assume that we're
actually
starting off at
rolling
1
dice.
hunger, as you've had a couple of days to feed.
I have succeeded.
Same.
Ditto.
I failed.
I did too. Damn it.
Right, so I get to portray a bunch of old white guys. All right. Charlotte, you hear your sires. Charlotte, when are you getting in on those stocks? You got to buy the fucking the game thing, the toys and whatnot. Buy it.
You sound ridiculous. That was weeks ago.
Spirograph, right? Spirograph. That's the new thing that
it's not
the
even
kids,
working anymore.
That's
The
the new
squeeze
kids.
is finished.
Kids are talking about the Spirograph or the Light Bright or whatever. KB Toys.
Are you talking about Bitcoin?
No, KB Toys. The toys for the kids.
Why
You
the
gotta buy
toys?
that. Buy the stock. Furbies.
Aren't you supposed to tell me to eat people?
Yeah, that too. That just went totally off the rails. For everyone playing the home game, I actually had somebody in our chat being like, throwing me ideas like KB Toys and Furbies. Like, damn it.
Furbies? That's not a company.
And we're done.
And we're done again. Welcome to the comedy. It's always not sunny in Vancouver. So Elena, you hear Elena,
What do you, want
need to
know?
eat.
I'll eat when I get the chance to. I'm not hungry that much right now.
You are hungry. Eat someone.
It's only a little bit. I'm not that bad hungry right now. I will eat when I get a chance to. It's not the most important thing that I do.
That Harley or Charlie, whatever their names are, eat them.
You're going to have to be more specific. There's actually a Harley and a Charlie, not
Charlie.
and a Charlotte and a Cassandra, and it doesn't even matter. I will eat when I get a moment to do so. I don't have to do it right now.
Disappointing me.
What else do I have to do?
That's fair. All right. So where's everyone meeting for this particular evening? Where is everyone meeting for this particular evening?
I don't know. We can meet at my nice apartment, or we can meet at the crack house.
It's not a crack house.
It's a trap
an
house.
opium den, and it's totally different.
Let's meet at the
Charlotte
apartment.
was the only one that wasn't impressed with with the building. When we went in there, Charlotte was like, "Oh, did I really miss out to these sturdy hippies?"
Yeah. Are we out of the sewers yet?
And that's why
It's kind of
Charlotte
full of
insisted.
hippies.
That's why Charlotte insisted that we meet at the apartment tonight.
Yes. She's not going back. She's like, I might lose my job if I go there.
I might get robbed.
Yeah.
So does Charlotte still have the yacht out front, the new yacht? Because
It's been a
In
while
the-
now. Oh, the new yacht, yes. The old yacht's
Yeah.
probably been sold off.
Yeah, that one
Is
got
it
given
just,
to one of your
covered
interns.
in parking
Yeah.
tickets by this point?
that, for everyone playing the home game, for everyone who watched the Malkavian one shot I did a few weeks ago on Q Times, that yacht had been sold to the Malkavian clan, who made it seaworthy again.
Good.
I'm very proud of them.
Ew, who wants
She was a good
secondhand
vessel.
yacht?
Yeah, that's why I was figuring that someone would sell it, even if she gave it to an intern. They'd be like, I don't want that. It doesn't even float. I'll sell it for a couple of bucks.
A couple of
Entrepreneurship.
bucks.
I wouldn't be caught dead in a used yacht.
Or an opium den, apparently.
So everyone is heading over to Charlotte's
Yeah, just got like abruptly dressed and head over. Is like, nah, I'm fine. We're gonna march down there with Florence.
Cassandra was very snarky in the group text that Charlotte wouldn't come to the new place. No emojis.
Oh,
Ooh, shit.
I'm gonna send a text to not the group chat, just to Cassandra, in just a question mark.
Are you mad at me?
You mad for real or what?
Unfortunately, there is no shade emoji. That is Elena's territory.
Cassandra just texts back, it's not a crack den, or it's not a crack house.
Okay, your opium disco, is that what you guys call it? ...
No, but I kind of love that idea too.
We should open one of those.
Yes. And then
Right
I send a
across the
disco
street.
ball emoji.
Now
Or
they're
like a
friends
disco
again.
ball gif.
And then I send opium gif.
Can't be a good gif.
Opium.gif.
It's just an old man with like a pipe.
Definitely not looking to see what comes up when you search that in gifs or anything.
Opium. I imagine they get into little fights like that all the time, and then it quickly turns around.
To be fair, when you do Google opium gifs, you mostly just get Alice in Wonderland stuff.
Oh, there you go.
That is both shocking and totally unsurprising all at the same time.
Yeah.
Right, but I do go to the apartments.
And Elena and Harley.
We will have Ubered over to the apartments after. Harley probably would have spent some time, just checking ShrekNet before they actually went and left, just to keep tabs on what the clans got going on in the background.
It's relatively quiet on ShrekNet. There's a few rumors here and there about, the certain goings on and kind of keeping tabs and tracking on the movers and shakers in the city. There's kind of a subfolder that is developed because of Cassandra.
Oh, I'm gonna go. Yeah, let's check that out. What's there?
Oh.
It's basically kind of just, photos here and there. There's rumors about the new place that opened up. Some Nosferatu are keeping tabs on the art that's there. There's a few kindred that actually go into the establishment every once in a while.
I think I will. I'll leave a. And I definitely want. This is going to be under my main screen name, which I don't even remember what it was now. I think it was like Sad Boy 69420, whatever the hell.
Wasn't it Power Rangers?
Yes.
I can't remember.
He has multiple screen names. He's a Nosferatu.
Yeah,
I
but
just remember Power Rangers.
like
Yeah, sock puppets.
right, but this is like my official Primogen. Like they know it's me.
So it's Power Rangers fan 69
Yep.
at hotmail.com.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll roll with that.
Yeah.
At Yahoo.
But I do leave a just a message in there. Be nice. The first the first rat I hear giving her grief will have to answer to me. Smiley face, little heart, and then I'll prepare myself and make sure Elena's ready to go, and then we will mosey.
Power changed.
Yeah, nearly immediately there's a bunch of kind of salute.gifs and you definitely know as a Nosferatu that a lot of this is just sarcastic asshole behavior.
Yeah.
They're going to listen, but they're going to be dicks about it.
Oh yeah.
So,
That's a given. Yeah.
Elena has been ready to go for a while and is probably flipping through some a comic or a graphic novel or something, and she's just flipping through it kind of
Like, I think Harley's
tapping her toe.
probably been rereading like maybe like From Hell or Watchmen, maybe. So.
Or Cassandra's accidentally signed you up for Vogue, and then you keep getting.
Oh, actually, yeah, that would be fine. Actually, yeah, no, there's, yeah, we'll gladly take a Vogue subscription, so Elena has some. Great idea, actually. I like that. All right, so I come out of the war room and I'm, I got my messenger bag or my laptop.
Don't
bag.
understand this, Harley. Why do they dress like this? There's not anything that's.
This
does not make any sense.
It's because they think it makes them look pretty.
But it does not.
I agree with you on that one there. This is what stupid people spend their money on because they think it makes them look good, and I think, and most people would agree with me on this one, that it makes them look like a fucking idiot.
Do you see these shoes right here? Those right there. Those are not even close to being able to actually be worn anywhere at all. I don't understand why people would try. This is stupid. Why do we have this magazine here?
Cassandra, she thought it'd be a good idea. She wasn't sure what all you had access to down here, and she wanted to make sure that you were getting a well-rounded education. That's how she put it.
This is just telling me what I already know, that I have the best fashion in comparison to anybody that tries to dress like this.
Cassandra wouldn't appreciate you saying that to her face, but
that's why I'm saying it to you.
And I agree with you, and you know that you know that I know that this is bullshit, but I wanted, Cassandra wanted to be nice, and I'm trying to be nice, and I thought this would be good. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, you don't have to tell her thank you or anything, but, just...
Of course I do. What do you think she's going to do? If I don't tell her thank you for giving me this shitty magazine, she's just going to get her feelings hurt and to be upset that I'm not even acknowledging the fact that she's trying to be nice.
Well, she's...
Now I have to lie to her.
Coming from you, a little honesty might not hurt.
How well do you think that's going to go?
It's you. It could be expected a little bit. I'd be willing to argue. But, I mean, it's up to you.
You just put me in a very peculiar situation, because now I'm either going to be lying, which I'm going to have to add one more strike against me during confessional, or I'm going to tell the truth and hurt her feelings.
You could, hey, middle of the road. Hey, thank you for sending me the magazine. This isn't my cup of tea. I think these women look absolutely ridiculous. And hey, maybe you two, that could be a bonding moment. Maybe she thinks they look like fucking idiots too, and the two of you can bond over that. It's worth a shot.
She's just dead staring at you, just like, are you ready to go now? I think it's time we leave. And we go to Charlotte's.
Yes. Do you want me to broach the subject? I can do that for you if you want.
No. I think you have done quite enough already by telling her that she should get me this stupid thing anyway. You've done enough.
She suggested it. All right, let's go.
When they arrive, Cassandra's wearing whatever pair of shoes Elena hated.
Charlie just waiting outside. Charlie just waiting outside.
Everyone would essentially come up to Charlotte's building at around the same time.
Oh, good. Everybody's here. I've missed you over the past couple of days.
Elena's going to look at Cassandra's shoes and she's going to nudge Harley.
Hey.
What a coincidence. You like those shoes? I actually got you all presents and I got you those shoes.
I don't think those shoes will go with my outfit, but thank you. It's very polite.
Oh no, I didn't get you the shoes. I got you a golden calculator.
Is it made of gold?
Gold plated. It can't be fully made of gold. It wouldn't work.
That is true. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Why are you getting us gifts?
Because I realized when I was in the sewers that I wanted to die, and if I died, I want you all to know that I care about you. So I got you presents.
Aw.
It makes me feel so much better, but
I
Thank
actually
you.
believe that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm
Are you gonna put them on, Elena?
do you want me to be able to protect you? Should bad things happen?
Do you
She-
not
she-
know how to walk in heels?
well, no, she's
Do
got
you
a.
think that I could adequately protect you wearing those things right there? Do you really think that I could go crazy and do all the La Sombra shit with those things on?
And
She
she
Take them off
just-
and hit.
you're like,
Apparently, I have
shadow.
more faith in you than you do.
You
Yeah.
could take them off and hit them with the pointy end, and it would hurt.
Mhm.
Yeah, you ever kick someone in the face with one of those? You'll take out an eye.
Or you could step on their foot.
All of you are losing
Florence,
your fucking
Florence,
mind. What are you
Florence,
doing?
Florence,
Oh my god.
Florence, Florence, Florence.
She hears you.
Florence
She's
has
like
her
right there.
ears up like,
Well, hey, this is actually a good opportunity because I need an excuse to level up my animal Ken. Hi, girl.
Elena's losing her mind.
Florence is like,
Oh no, girl, we're good.
yeah, what do you want?
We're fine. We're fine.
You okay?
I'm so
'Cause
sorry,
you keep calling my
Cassandra.
name. It's really weird.
No, yeah, they made your name into the code word. I just remembered, and it's weird because it means if you're around, then it's just like calling you, and it's inconvenient. And yeah,
Code word, like that game you always play. The
Yeah.
code words.
yeah, like that one.
Oh right. I really wish I could read.
Yeah, that'd make it a lot easier. Means I wouldn't win as much, though. So you know
Yeah.
Anyways,
what?
No offense. Okay, so Cassandra.
And the rest
Yeah,
of you during
Charlotte.
the other conversation just heard like.
He's talking to the dog again.
I have had
Sultana?
a horrible dilemma that I just had to work through just now. But I find it is better to be completely honest. I hate those. They're hideous.
You're insulting both of us in one fell swoop?
from a
Do you want
tactical.
me to lie to you?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what Venture would do.
But what kind of a friend would I be if I lied to you? I thought
I'm
you
a
would
nice
want me to be
one.
honest to you. I don't understand I don't. And I'm gonna look at Harley and look at Charlie.
Hey, you
Don't.
I'll just-
No, but I'm supposed to be honest.
Okay.
you did good.
Yes.
You did great. That was very brave.
Okay, look, what kind of precipitated this whole thing was the Vogue subscription, Cassandra. I explained that you were trying to reach out and try to be a little bit more inclusive, trying to include Elena more, right?
Elena's the one who said she didn't get pop culture. I thought this would help since she can't like watch a TV or Google it like a normal person.
That would be very helpful, actually. Yeah.
Presenting pop culture in the form of book.
Yeah, I figured this would appeal to you. Fashion and reading.
So that's what kind of precipitated this whole thing. That's not necessarily her taste.
Well,
There.
then we'll,
and Harley
then
actually
we'll sign her up for popular mechanics for kids or something.
Why would I like something like that? Why
Yeah,
can't
it
you
would be a
just sign
bunch
up
of
for
stuff that you
something
can't
that you
touch.
know that's is but that's both tactical and pretty.
Because they don't make Punching People the magazine.
Actually, they do.
I think
Oh, really? Oh, we'll sign her up for that then. Never mind.
Yeah, it's a mixed martial arts magazine. It's called
that's
Punching
so much
People the
better.
Magazine. Yeah.
Hang on, I'll sign you up for Punching People the magazine. No problem.
I don't want to wear wearing high heels is probably a great idea for you. Wearing those kind of high heels that really are not I don't even know what those would be considered, honestly. They're like
they're more like a
Stilettos.
point shoe with they're a point shoe with something looking like a pencil sticking
They
out of the heel.
elongate the calf.
okay, but I prefer boots.
Well,
Which-
yeah, in the fall.
Every day.
Tactical practical.
Make
So
it
not even
easy.
like
Exactly. It's
Uggs?
something that. No. I need something that I can actually do things in
See-
that is beneficial to everyone.
See,
I'm gonna learn how to fight, and I'm gonna do it in high heels like Catwoman
Please
now.
do. Please learn how
Yeah,
to
I'm
fight.
gonna. Yeah, I'm
We
gonna.
talked about me showing you how to do some things because you really need the education.
okay.
Well, I don't
You
know if
can-
I want to
you-
learn from you because you don't know how to do it in high heels.
But
Wonder Woman wears
Riley, do
heels.
you know how to fight
but-
in high heels?
Hey, but you could learn how to fight, and then she could teach you how to actually like use the heels, and then everybody learns things.
Okay, here's the difference
Fine.
between. Look,
I will
there's-
learn how to do the high heel fighting things if you can learn how to fight.
Fine.
Well,
There.
see, no, look,
Fine.
there's two types of people. There's high heel people and there's boot people, right?
I look fabulous in both.
Case in
You
point.
also look more like a flip flop person, Harley.
Well, comfort, functionality, but no, look, okay. Case in point, Elena, you have to drop what you're doing right now and go to the sewers. Are you comfortable doing it in high heels?
Absolutely not. That is a very bad idea.
We're never going back to the sewers.
And this is why she would prefer a boot versus a high heel.
I think anybody would prefer a boot in the sewer, though.
Because
Even I agree.
but if she's in charge of our physical security and she is one of the more, we'll say, handsy individuals in our little group, it would make sense for her to be ready to do what she needs to do at a moment's notice and not have to worry about tossing her pair of $3,000 heels into a handbag so she can go run down a alley after a crackhead who just mugged somebody because whatever.
Oh, from Cassandra's place.
Why?
It's not
Very,
a
very
crack house.
specific.
I was just
Also-
So,
A, I
All
don't
right,
think
all right,
handsy
all
is the right word, and B, why wouldn't you throw the stiletto at the person and then it goes and then done?
Like
Right?
a
Like-
boomerang.
I wouldn't
That's
have
why you have an
shoes
accent, right? Because you're
anymore.
Australian.
Well, you just pop it back out.
Yeah, you get it back.
Okay, all right. I get. I can understand and see how being able to be a little bit more versatile is beneficial, but can I at least wear black high heels instead of hot pink?
I think that's
Yes.
reasonable.
yeah.
Mhm.
I agree.
I'm not really a hot pink kind of person.
We stand a
If I'm gonna
goth
be
queen.
honest.
But it would make your eyes pop so. No, fair enough. I
I mean, it would look nice.
I
Yeah,
understand.
black's good.
So, anyways, business.
Why are
So
we
are
here?
those shoes up for grabs then?
You can have them.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Well, if that's the case, then you can have. I got Cassandra this nice glass, this nice expensive crystal chalice. You can have that.
I would love to take that. That I could handle.
See?
Seems like a fair trade. It's like that Christmas game where everyone swaps presents.
Mm-hmm. And Harley, I got you this DVD of Shrek 2.
I'll take it.
Okay, so there is a very serious thing that I need to tell you guys.
Oh my god, is there?
Yeah, so, okay, so, all right. We don't have to worry about anybody from, the sewers, like, from your clan, Harley, being around here, do we?
Well,
I mean, we could go inside.
I'm gonna give you the same answer I would give anybody else. You never know where we're at.
Does anybody have a bag of flour?
A what?
I have a
bag
bag
of
of
flour.
glitter.
Oh, a
That
bag
would
of
probably
flour.
work too, and we can just like sprinkle it all over the place. And if it, there was a
Yes,
comic
but
book
only
or
you're
graphic
allowed to
novel-
sprinkle it.
Okay, but see, I read somewhere that there was an invisible man, and when they threw like some flour or something, it showed the outline of that person.
That
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a great idea.
if we were hiding, actually, that would work.
I hand Elena a small baggie of glitter.
Oh God.
Do you
I
just
think I'm
carry
going
that?
to need more than that.
Yeah.
To cover all of Charlotte's apartment, I'm gonna need more than just a small bag of glitter.
Why are you gonna cover my apartment?
To make sure that there's no Nosferatu that are hiding around.
I think you'd be surprised how far glitter will spread.
And it's so hard to get out of the carpet.
It's probably
And all
already
the
on Elena.
interns. It definitely is.
She didn't even open the bag. It's probably already on her.
So
Wait, are you looking for
I'm
a
gonna
rope?
take the bag and I'm just gonna go into Charlotte's apartment. And I'm just gonna start like blowing it everywhere. There's like a glitter cloud.
Yep, that's what I'm looking up.
I mean, obfuscate, right?
No, I'm looking up what she's gonna roll.
Yeah.
Spread glitter. So, I'm thinking this is probably going to be. Oh fuck! I could go like multiple different directions with this one.
Charlotte's never gonna. She's gonna need a new apartment now.
And all new interns.
Guess I'll just buy a new one.
Dexterity and crafts. Let's go with that.
Oh shit!
Which is the first time I've done a really crafts roll essentially in this particular game.
God. I got a success.
A success.
A success, 1 dice.
There is glitter everywhere. Like, Charlotte is going to be picking glitter out of
No, I won't.
everywhere. Charlotte's interns are going to be picking glitter out of everywhere.
But importantly, is it on Elena?
Oh, yeah, she's practically head to toe with only 1 success. Yeah, it's going everywhere. Now I'm going to look up a little bit at the old obfuscate to confirm something that I already know.
Walk in behind Elena after the glitter's all settled.
Are you going to be using like Sense the Unseen or anything of those types?
Do we
I don't have
need
that.
to if it's covered in glitter?
See,
I was like, I don't have anything like that. I'm just blowing glitter everywhere.
part of the funny thing about obfuscate is that obfuscate tricks your mind. It doesn't actually make them invisible. So even if you hit them broadside with a bunch of glitter, if they didn't move, you would still think that nothing is there.
If you bump into
If
them,
they sneeze, they're fucked.
yeah, there's that.
Yeah, so many Nosferatu breathe. I mean, if it was flour, and it might make them sneeze just out of reflex.
I mean, flour would be heavier too. It'd actually
Yeah.
settle on them. Just walking
there's-
behind Elena after like the glitter cloud has settled. Just
Why have you done this? This is my home.
Thought that maybe if there was Nosferatu hiding somewhere, that then maybe this would show at least their outline or something, to make sure that we are speaking privately.
I would just yell, "Stop hiding!"
No, hold on. Hey, fuckheads.
In one of the corners, there is a kind of like it on the hazes, and there's like a Nosferatu that's standing there, and they're literally covered head to toe in glitter. They're
That is what
They're
you get
like-
for hiding.
Yeah.
what the fuck is wrong with you people?
you're in her apartment.
Yeah, this is on you, guy.
Yeah,
Is it in my house?
Him or the glitter?
Both.
Bull.
we're
Do you
supposed
see
to
that?
keep an eye on things. Nixodon sent me.
Elena beat him to death.
Whoa.
No. Well,
He's getting sewer all over my carpet.
You should probably go.
yeah, hold on. Let
should
me.
probably
Do I recognize this guy?
Yeah, it's Joshua, one of the kind of.
Where's my gun?
Joshua,
Range.
come here.
Intern, my guns.
I'm
No
gonna-
gun.
I'm gonna lead Joshua out.
Do you think
Don't
I'm gonna
touch
be
him or
able
you'll
to
get glitter on
obfuscate
your
with all this
hands.
shit on me?
Looked over it.
This is.
I said, this is your own fault because you were hiding in here.
The hell's wrong with you? Who
It
throws
worked.
glitter? That shit gets everywhere.
We
No
know.
shit, that was the point.
I'm gonna be picking glitter out of my ass crack for the next 2 weeks.
How did you get it
Consider it your
there?
punishment.
How were
Harley,
you
that's some
standing?
questions you don't want to ask.
Glitter gets everywhere.
I don't have it on me.
That's why I carry it.
Man, Toreadors, am I right?
Do you have any
talking to
idea how
Harley?
fast a mugger will stop if you whip a handful of glitter in their face?
Mostly
Like
from the
that.
blinding.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's probably that.
All right.
Well,
yeah,
I'm not gonna
Bye
carry
bye.
like
yeah,
sand.
I lead
I think it's
Joshua
time for
out.
you to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna lead him out.
With your arm on Joshua, like you're
Yeah.
gonna pull it away, and it's gonna be covered in glitter.
I'll go take a swim to go visit Nixodon later. Fuck it, it'll come off.
Oh well.
Add that to your
We are all
character.
fucked.
With
Yep.
some series, there are thirst episodes. With this, it's glitter. So, Florence,
Florence does not like having glitter all over.
She had glitter on her fur.
yeah,
Mm.
Florence is like, what is this? I don't like it.
I'm somehow not covered in glitter. I stayed back. I mean, it kind of worked.
So, I'm supposed. Yeah, Nixodon told me to stay here. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I gotcha. Look, could you? All right. I'm technically the primogen, but she's gonna whoop my ass if I interfere with whatever she's got going on. So, could you do me a favor, and when all of us are convening like that, could you try to sneak out so I can have a little bit of
So
privacy?
we can stay when I'm just taking a shower.
Don't give him that kind of permission.
We're out in the fucking hall. I will play
No.
Marky Mark if I have to, damn it.
Okay.
And Good Vibrations makes another appearance
Yep.
in Vancouver.
I know what that
God damn
means.
it.
I know what it means when you're playing Marky Mark.
Ah.
So no, just try to give her some space, and when we're all meeting, just try to, like, check in. And you know what? That would be fucking hilarious. Tell you what, the next time we're meeting like this, let's do this again sometime. Well, I'll catch it before the glitter, but I want to. I mean, they're my friends and all, but I want to be able to prove a point that even with me here, they're not safe. So, you
should probably like hold the door open and then I'll just leave, right?
yeah, we can finagle that.
That seems like a bit of a compromise instead of fucking glitter bombing me.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. But no, we'll give them a false sense of security for a while, steer clear. But yeah, sometime here in the near future. Yeah, just
This is gross, man.
I'm sorry. Just
What's wrong with Toreadors? This is just weird.
they're Toreador. You don't need to.
Ugh.
Yeah.
How do you put up with that shit?
Look, they're not all that bad, and she's actually a really nice person when she's not around other Toreador.
Probably fair. Yeah.
So no,
I believe that.
but no. Look, they're my friends. I'm not going to try to overrule what she wants you to do, but just give me a little professional courtesy here and there, please.
All right, fine.
All
I'll
right.
go see if I can get some of this shit off of me.
Go for a swim. Actually, and in fact, you could probably, I don't know if you've ever stayed underwater before. Just go into the fucking bay. Stay the night or stay the day down in the bay.
I'm good. Yeah, I don't really like
well,
sleeping underwater.
I've done it before. You got to do what you got to do. You should try it sometime.
Guess.
But all right, cool.
All right.
Thank you. We've
See
got
you
an
later.
understanding. We're set. Thank you. And I go back in.
I hope that you
Everyone-
learned a valuable lesson now.
You are really shiny.
I like it.
I like it too.
It's
I
completely
turn
goes
off good
against my whole
vibrations.
black aesthetic.
I like it.
All right, so what do we got going on?
Right. I needed to. Go ahead, Charlie. What?
No.
All right.
Are you sure? It
Yes.
seemed like you had something to say.
No. No.
Are you lying?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you failing? Are you admitting information that might be valuable to whatever we got going on?
No.
Okay, I'm good.
Fine then. I'm going to need to change soon. I don't like the. Ah!
Yeah, whose fault was that?
It looks
Shut
fine.
up, Charlotte.
It looks fine.
Thank you. Okay, so there is something that I needed to tell you. So when we were in the sewers, and I kind of got a minor burn for information, or my thoughts at least, there's a little bit more that I could expand upon on that. So let's say that theoretically that Hazun is the one who put all of this in motion, the Elysium going boom and him becoming the prince and all of that. Hazun is La Sombra. La Sombra has not been Gamaria very long. One thing that I do know that I can say that La Sombra do is we ensure that our position is at the top of the proverbial food chain, no matter how we get it. And if you take into account that you have a kindred that has only been part of the Camarilla for a little while, it stands to reason that it might be a really good plan to take over something. If you're wanting to destroy something, much like we were planning to do, you do it from within. What's to say he's not doing the same thing that we are trying to do, but he's doing it for the Sabbat instead.
That'd be bad.
Yeah, that definitely would be something to take into consideration. The thing with Hazun, though, is how old is he exactly? What was his allegiance prior to becoming Camarilla? Was he always Camarilla? If he was Sabbat, how high up in the Sabbat was he?
Storyteller, would I know that?
Intelligence and occult.
Fantastic. I actually have a really good dice pool for that. It's much better than my one for the glitter bomb.
Tax and crafts.
All right. And yeah. Four successes, one's a crit.
You would know that Hazun is a recent transplant to the Camarilla. Gained some prominence in the Sabbat. He wasn't like any higher level, but as soon as transferring over to the Camarilla, kind of made quick steps to become Primogen.
So, once upon a time, he was Sabbat, and then when it became very clear that La Sombra was jumping ship from that and kind of taking their place among Gamaria, and I would say that it is probably safe to assume that he saw a much faster way to ascend to top ranks this way. So whether he's doing it necessarily for Sabbat so much or just for himself, it is a bit harder to determine that, but it would be safe to assume both could very well apply. I would not put it past him to... I wouldn't put it past him to be doing it for himself, but should Sabbat ever try to roll through, step into the place of saying, "Hi, look what I did for Sabat."
Well, I'm noticing a trend where every Sabat I've met has been really nice to me. So maybe he's
Gotta
cool.
admit,
Ah,
That's how they get you, though. If they can't get you while you're still breathing, they try to look like the better option.
Well, it seems like somebody's trying to get me no matter what. So how do I get to a position where nobody's trying to get me?
Get
I
everyone
think
else.
that exists.
Yeah.
So I hear you about the two that, are nice to you. Well, I could say that those two, neither of them were La Sombra.
So it's just the La Sombra Sabat who are mean?
I mean, they don't get the fact that reputation for being scary and dangerous for no reason.
Although it is, I mean, I do find it somewhat intriguing that if Nick Sedan was at one point in time Sabat, if she was doing it clandestinely, the fact that her word holds weight within the Camarilla power structure, there's definitely something to be spoken for just being really fucking old and really fucking scary.
I mean, that kind of carries a lot more weight to it anyway, right?
And I don't think Alexandru's quite a puppy.
No.
No.
No. We just have gotten lucky so far to have been on the positive side of two former Sabat members.
So
Or potentially still Sabat.
But our luck is going to eventually change, and that's where we really need to be focused on what we're going to do about multiple people at once. And so I think we need to really focus our attention on the stuff that we can more easily influence, and versus the stuff that we would have to gear up for.
Just so that we are clear and so that you understand, the line of questioning that I did for the two in the sewers was very specific because Vancouver being, we're in the Camarilla, and technically they didn't technically they are still more allegiant to Sabat than they are Cam. They just did not go, to the Middle East like the others did.
Well,
So it stands to reason that should Sabat ever come back to Vancouver, that they would very likely take up ranks again with them.
What are the chances of that? Like,
I
really?
don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I have seen the worst parts of both.
Kinda sounds like maybe the better play is to make Vancouver a place where you wouldn't want to do that, because it's either because it's not a good idea, or because it's not worth it.
I don't know that you could necessarily make it not worth it. You could make it not worth it to Camarilla, because they're, for lack of better words, they're kind of prissy about where they are.
You could make it not worth it to everybody, like just because either because it's inhospitable, or because you are really sparkly in like there's
I'm
light
sorry
constantly.
that
No, it's fine. It's fine. Yes. You either make it inhospitable, or it's fine.
Your boots look nicer.
Anyway, you either make it inhospitable, or you make it to where it's not worth it because everything is already going pretty good for you anyway. So there's no need to institute a new power structure and have people start fighting again because everybody is on the same page.
But we're not going to get everybody on the same page here.
We do if we get rid of the book.
You talking
What
about
book?
blowing stuff up again?
Metaphorically,
Wait, what book are you talking about?
Yeah.
the rule book.
Mm.
There's a rule
Oh.
book? Like a
I
real
think he
rule
means a
book?
metaphorical.
When
rule
the Camarilla rule book, the Sabbat rule book, the Anarch rule book, more
The
of like
Kindred.
kindred.
Talking
The
about
more of like a
kindred.
pamphlet for the
So you're
Anarchs,
talking about more or less making everybody independent?
or just a city.
But do that. The problem is if you have a city that's just a city or an independent city, then you always have somebody in one of those sects that are trying to take over and claim it as their own.
But then
There's
they have to
not
do all.
really
Then they
a
have to do all the
way.
work. They have to do all that work to actually like build it back up again to something that's functional, as opposed to just having a city that they can have free reign.
I don't want
I
to live in a
think-
city that doesn't function.
No. The city would function, but it would be it'd be person to person, or it'd be kindred to
All
kindred.
right. So I can tell you this from an experience. There is a place that at least once a year is the normal rules for Gamaria and Anarch and Zabat don't apply.
Wasn't there a movie like that?
all sort of coexist in a way. At least one day or one night a year, they all kind of coexist together, and whatever happens, so to speak, with the warring factions or whatever, it doesn't happen. It's like a ceasefire of sorts for that one night. So if it can be done, at least if it could be done at least one night every year, then maybe you could potentially expand on that, but
Oh, like
I
Christmas.
don't really.
Well, see, the key is like the temporary truces. They're all well and good. We have to be able to convince an entire city full of kindred that it is in their own best interest to tell all of the sects to go fuck themselves.
Right, like using two extremely powerful elders who have vast arrays of knowledge and terrifying monstrosities at their disposal to tell everybody to just chill the fuck out.
Exactly. No Camarilla, no Anarch, no Sabbat. We
I
still
think those two would go for it.
That is the problem, is I don't know that you could convince them because of the different viewpoints that they have.
we'd have
Not
to,
for long term.
we'd have to ensure that there's still some sort of government in place. We can't all be kings unto ourselves. The city would tear itself apart.
That's what a lot of the anarchs wind up doing.
Okay, so in this one particular city that I'm talking about, they coexist for a night because there is a celebration of sorts that is happening, and they all kind of mutually agree that it takes precedence. So perhaps there's something the war. Charlie, you made note. I'm talking about the war. It was Christmas. They stopped.
Oh, that was
both
World War.
sides.
Yeah, that was World War One. I wasn't in that
They
one.
stopped both sides, and then when it resumed, when that particular event was over, nobody wanted to kill the other parties because they had met together and realized that they aren't so much different, that they have things in common, and they didn't want to kill people that they knew. That whole thing. So maybe if we could find a way to bring everybody together for something like that, and kind of have everyone. It would take more than one night, I think, though,
Yeah.
for Kindred Society. So maybe like a few nights, have everyone come together and see that there's not a lot of differences that we could
A
all
week of
kind
Christmases.
I mean,
like this.
Sure, something like that.
I mean that
Oh,
also
like
implies that
Hanukkah.
the Sabbat actually is coming back. We have to worry about that in the first place. But I mean that would.
Even if they're not coming back, if you can just get the Anarchs and the Camarilla to work together and to kind of unite like that, then if Sabat does come back.
So it sounds to me like you want to have a big party.
Sure, we'll go at that. You do parties, so we'll go at the parties. Not so much party. It's
Charlotte
just,
looks at Cassandra.
either way, if we
I
have
think
the
we
two
can manage
sects,
that.
if we have the two sects together and they aren't trying to kill each other or warring against each other, to where if Sabat did come back, then we would have more kindred to kind of push them out, or they would have to join us.
Well, then maybe all the Primogens should hold a meeting with all of the Anarchs in a big party.
Could
So we have an
happen.
even bigger thing to kind of work our way through. The Hazoon.
Yeah.
He is the prince.
Are we doing the
even-
thing? Are we doing the thing with Harley's girlfriend name?
Abigail.
Honest,
Yes, thank
Abigail.
you. That's his girlfriend's name.
She's not my girlfriend, just like
well,
Elena is not my girlfriend.
Well, then why did you say
not
her
a
name
girl?
when I asked for your? It's fine.
I knew who you were referencing.
Why don't we? Are we doing the thing where she asks for the review of the?
Oh, that's
stuff?
that's how we start this.
Yeah.
We have
okay,
to-
so we could do that, or we already have the most, primogen. We could just have somebody claim praxis.
See, you've been hanging around me too long, because that is exactly what I would recommend, but I've grown wiser in my old age, and I don't necessarily think that would be the very first thing that we need to do. But
Especially since you just spent all that time telling us how scary Hazoon is going to be.
Okay, so wait, just think about it this way though first. Okay, so you have Hazoon that is La Sombra, and he is what he is. And granted, he's a scary person, but if you have all of us who are in the positions that we are in, and you have all of us going to our respectable clans and saying that we're going to back this one, it is kind of like if you have one small person, that might be really big and scary, but if you have lots of little persons, that is... I'm not...
No, that actually kind of
No.
makes sense. That makes sense, but I'm actually wondering if it would just be easier to convince the rest of the Primogen Council to oust Hazoon instead of somebody claiming praxis.
But you still need somebody to take that role.
The Primogen
Well,
Council.
yes, exactly. Here's what. Yes, the Primogen Council holds a vote of no confidence against Hazoon. We do not recognize his praxis. As much as he wants to whine and scream and beg, kill people, we will not recognize his praxis. He can have his own sheriff, he can have his own court. The Primogen Council just will not recognize their authority. We will.
Yeah, and then we either wind up, steering the kindred of the city like out of his control, or we divide the Camarilla up between supporting Hazoon and supporting the Primogen. And either way, we kind of did the thing that we were trying to do there.
Exactly.
So
It could work either way, yes. It is just a matter of we would need a lot of people to support us.
we just need the other Primogen.
But they would have to also get in. We would need the other Primogen, yes, but even if we, as Primogen, say we don't support this, and then Hazoon gets his own sheriff and his own Primogen, whoever the majority of kindred follow or back is what's going to come out on top in this particular situation. So we need to be very careful and play it right and make sure that we have a majority rather than just going by Primogen Council. And I think that if we may want to consider potentially calling in our boons to the two elders that we do currently know.
Yeah.
We could do
for
that
support.
we could do that when we need to actually like make a big motion.
I actually, I'll look at Charlotte, ma'am. We've been talking this whole time. What do you want? we're still technically your employees, I guess. What do you want us to do?
I just don't want to have to. I mean, I think it's like you said. There's not ever going to be a situation where that I'm not able to worry about being shot at.
Yeah.
I just like to position myself and my friends in a place where we have the biggest advantage.
And the biggest advantage is going to be together with as much firepower and as many numbers as we can muster.
Yeah.
That is going to essentially be it. And you all need to understand that if we do this and we make this move, despite the fact that I am currently Lasombra Primogen, there are really high odds that the other two that are in the city that we know about will likely not follow me. They are going to follow him. It is very likely.
Which is
Well,
fine.
That'd be
Is it?
unfortunate.
It is because, well, at least the one that we are currently fucking up his entire, position with his pirate whatever.
Oh yeah.
He definitely
did do
came
that.
from the Sabbat. I do know that. We did talk about that, and he came from the Sabbat, so it's fair enough assumption to assume that he knows Hazoon from the Sabbat, and that they may have come over together. They could be working together.
Well, I mean, sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I mean, didn't you say that all Lasombra do is make sure they're in the best position? So
Yes.
why would this other one care about another Lasombra who's in a position above him? Just offer him something better. Give him what he
Simple
wants.
business.
It just depends. I
Especially-
suppose it depends on just how much he bought into the sort of religious aspects of Sabbat.
We need to be able to butter his bread better than Hazoon can, and I don't think we can.
Yet.
I think the question is, what's Hazoon done for him lately? And what can we do for him more recently?
What has Hazoon done for anybody lately?
Lately? I mean, has he even been here? Can you even be Prince in Absentia?
He wasn't in Elysium. Apparently, he doesn't really go there a lot, is what the keeper said, if I remember correctly.
I mean, there's got to be some kind of statute, like at the White House, where you have to spend a certain amount of your time there, or your presidency sucks, or whatever it is.
It's a monarchy.
And it's going to vary. I mean, do I have this right here, Charlie, that it's going to vary from city to city too, right? There's no like, hard and fast, like these are the rules. This is the Camarilla Bible, and they hand it out to all the new princes.
I mean, there is kind of that, but it still varies from city to city. But there is kind of that. Like, there's the whole like global Camarilla with inner council and whatnot. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
So what if? So we have our idea. So let's say that this is what we're going to do, and we're going to, not recognize his practice, and I think that our best play right now is to somehow have a meeting of sorts with the Anarchs to gain support there, so that way when we go to present what we're offering, when we go to present this, that we at least have a significant amount of backing that way
could do
as
that.
well.
Get all of our ducks in a row, as it were.
Yeah.
Right. And we can definitely make a big deal out of this whole, like if you want to do the whole week of Christmases thing, we just call it like, I don't know, Sanctuary Week or Armistice
That would
Week
work.
or something like along those, like the whole, everyone's Camarilla. They, whether or not they want to say they're Camarilla, I mean, that whole line is, bullshit anyway, but so yes, the Anarchs are technically part of the Camarilla, blah, 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 blah. But, I mean, are they really? No. So
If we could do the week of Sanctuary or however long we're going to do it, we need to make sure that we present it to the Anarchs that hey, we're going to do this thing. That means ceasefire completely. We're not going to fight.
Mhm.
and then we can get the Tremere Primogen on board with what we're going to do, and we get Cassandra to do the harpy thing of spreading it and kind of putting out the feelers, so to speak. What does everybody think about, a united Vancouver? And we can even put it in place that, maybe there's all rumors that Sabat might be coming back, so we need the united Vancouver so that we can keep the big bad Sabat out of the city.
And
We should get the Primogen on board with this idea first, though, so that they don't say that we did
Agreed.
stuff without them. But yeah, I like the order.
And if this is successful, we as the Primogen Council can declare that after engaging in an extensive dialogue with our anarch cousins, we can determine that we do not feel that Hazoon's leadership is the best for the Camarilla in Vancouver or Vancouver as a whole.
Or just the fact that Hazoon probably won't even participate in this and thus isn't really helpful for the city.
Or
Even better.
We
like
cut
if
him
we're
out
presenting-
completely. We just don't invite him.
Well, we don't not invite him, but we don't.
We can't not invite him.
Yeah, but we probably don't even have
I feel
to
like
worry
he
about
wouldn't
that
come
because
either way. Yeah.
if he's so absent, they won't even have anything to do with it. And if he does have something to do with it, then we can divert the plan into actually sabotaging the whole thing, like that movie with the Broadway stuff.
Even better, if we're going to kind of present it as like the united front against a potential of Sabat coming to the city, perhaps a certain harpy could maybe add a few rumors here and there about Hazoon's connection to the Sabat.
And
That's
Just
what I was
remind
thinking.
everybody about that connection.
and
If that happened, then he would probably ask his harpy to get to the bottom of who is spreading these rumors.
And it would be that La Sombra with the Pirate Club.
Possibly.
I like framing people.
And still, I still want people asking why the. I'm not letting this fucking point go either. Why the fuck are all of his kids still alive? We should bring that up. Just start making some insinuations.
What kids?
Us fledglings, us neonates.
Oh, okay, got you. I understand.
Yeah.
That it was just a power move the whole time.
Yeah, I start light. Tickle the
Anybody
idea.
that could actually physically challenge him one-on-one has pretty much been, aside
Yeah.
from the two elders in the sewer.
Who I doubt most people, at least one of them I doubt they know exists, and the other one's mostly rumor.
Yeah.
And from a straight physicality, Hazoon's no one to fuck with. Period.
No, and he's going to be very pissed off if he cares enough about it. Which, why would you claim practice if you don't really care? He's going to be really fucking pissed off when he finds out what's going on.
And then,
But hopefully it'll be too late by then.
yeah. But then you've also got the seneschal who seemed perfectly fine to not try to take the spot from Hazoon. So there's something to consider as well. He's probably going to be allied with Hazoon, so there's that to worry about. There's the actual
Davenport also needs to be.
yeah. I think Cassandra. I think someone in your position would be more than capable of destroying someone like Victor Davenport.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, that was an assumed, this is gonna happen, so shit.
I figured that was just a matter of time.
Right. So, there, we just start chipping away, work our way up, and there's gonna be a lot of irons in the fire, and we've got to make sure we're playing our cards exactly correct. But, Charlie, quick question.
Uh-huh.
Those numbers, where do they stop? I've been looking at this the whole night, and it's just been bothering me. I have to know.
What
Inquiring minds do need to know.
do you mean?
Very important questions.
Your numbers, darling, right here.
I'm noticing a trail.
Oh.
Because, I mean, this has come up before.
Yeah.
Pass.
I'm kind of
Not
curious
truth or
myself.
dare. You can't pass.
Mm-mm.
I'm
So
kind
do-
of curious myself, Charlie.
Do we
where-
do some
what
long division,
exactly-
or do you have a remainder there?
Why is everybody curious now?
Because my privacy was invaded by that little troll, and now yours is next.
Why is everybody curious? That
I mean, it's a good look. I like it. It's just
It's
curious
natural
as to,
curiosity.
as to how far did you take those numbers, and why did you write those numbers there? Is it? Do you read them from the top to the bottom like that, or are
Yeah,
they
where did
separate
they
numbers for
start?
different things? Or
I was running out of space and.
what is it? What? Wait. Which number do you start with? Do you start with the one here on your neck right there, or is it?
Or do you start
Down and up. It's got to go top down because he has to start with the face and, right?
Well, I would start further away and then get closer.
No, top down. Why are we? Why? Pass.
Hey. Elena got out of her comfort zone today. She touched a pair of high heels.
Mm-hmm.
I'm covered in
only
glitter.
fair.
And she didn't turn to dust.
Nope.
I'm covered
So
in
it's only-
glitter.
It's only
I
fair
feel like
that
one
you
of
have
the
to get out of your
stupid Twilight
comfort zone.
vampires.
You look good. You look
Oh,
nice.
gross.
Right now, that's what I feel like. I feel like that I should be in that stupid Twilight movie where they shimmer and shine.
Sorry
You
about
actually
that
look like
one,
a disco
guys.
ball and an opium disco.
But do they go, ooh?
I don't know. I never really actually saw the movie. I just saw little bitty pictures.
We could get you the books if you want.
No.
I would
Oh.
rather not. That is bullshit. That is not real life. They don't just shine. We
You're
know
pretty
that they don't
shiny.
just shine. But it does. When they step into the sunlight, they're supposed to shine. We know that if we step in the sunlight, we are going to go poof into fire and
Maybe they're
flames
stronger than
and
us.
embers.
Maybe the glitter protects them. It
Mhm.
refracts the
Reflects.
sunlight. That's science.
What? Did we just figure something out?
I'm not testing your
Yes.
theory. I'm not testing your theory at all, Cassandra. No, I don't think that is how that works. That is bullshit.
No, we should talk more on this topic.
You only want us to talk more on this topic because it's about glitter and I'm covered in glitter and it's not your numbers.
Correct.
That's not fair, Charlie. That's not fair at all. Why are you?
Yeah, Elena, how far does the glitter go?
Apparently, it goes everywhere.
If we believe that Nos, it sure does. Is it in your butt?
It's in my shirt.
Pass.
I have glitter in my shirt.
We always have to put a little bit in there, don't we? We always have to work a little bit of chaos and disruption in there.
Yep.
Yeah, I think this particular session is kind of broken at the moment.
Yep.
So we're going to cut it off here with the conversation going back and forth.
Hey, we had
With
some good
regards to-
serious talk though. This is a good.
We did really well for
Straight on,
5
everybody
minutes.
volleyballing discomfort at each other.
Glitter and numbers and yeah, it's I mean, to be honest, for the last half an hour, I've been checking my Twitter really because it's
Yep.
you
We
guys
got
are
this.
just taking it and running with it, and I'm just keeping an eye on things, and it's like, you need me to jump in? Nope. Okay. I'll just be here if you need me. All right. Apparently, not Kane added me on Twitter or something. I don't know what's going on. So
Harley and I are in such interesting predicaments right now. Him with his numbers and me with apparently glitter everywhere. By the way, I'm totally doing that next
And
time we
plotting
record.
to-
Yep.
wait.
Gonna cover
wait.
myself in glitter.
Awesome.
We picking up the
Awesome.
same fucking time.
I'm not gonna be able to get all the
Doesn't
glitter
matter
off.
if it's,
That's true,
It
that's
doesn't
true.
matter if it's
That's true.
today or if it's next month.
Yeah.
That glitter is permanent.
Yeah, she's gonna be picking glitter out of her hair in little bits for the next month.
Oh
and a
yeah,
half.
if I had glitter
months.
with me right now, I would have dusted myself with some glitter.
No,
Putting it in your computer and everything.
Oh my god.
So apparently, Sam is gonna be ordering glitter from Amazon. So let's do a quick roundtable of everybody to tell everybody where you're going, what's happening in your lives, where to find you, etc., etc. And let's start in the opposite order. Let's go with Charlotte first.
Hi, I was Charlotte. I'm Brennan. You can find me at Great Black Otaku on Twitter, and I'll let you know if I'm doing stuff. That's it.
Charlie? I don't even know where I'm pointing.
Hey, I'm Zachary Vaudo. That is my Twitter handle. You can find me Tuesdays on ATL by Night, twitch.tv/ATL by Night. We're in our off season, but we're doing post-season stuff now, like interviews and game night and whatever else we wind up doing between seasons. Sundays, I'm over on Carrion Comfort Studios playing Crack the Sky. It's a Lancer mech fighting game. I think we're maybe about halfway through at this point.
What kind of mechs are they?
Just getting bigger and gayer and more robotic. It's wonderful. At the moment, I don't have anything to announce, but I will probably by the next episode. So tune back in to see what I announce and what other numbers wind up on Charlie.
And where?
Mm-hmm.
I think we broke Brennan.
No, he's no. Look at him. He's holding that pose.
That's impressive.
He's holding that pose.
Wow.
I'm gonna need all of your addresses to send you all glitter bombs because we were all in the same fucking place.
The heels make me immune to the glitter.
Cassandra?
Hi, I'm Lex. I was Cassandra. You can find me on Instagram at a redhead vixen, and for the very first time you can find me on my precious baby Twitter, also under a redhead vixen. Please add me, please be nice to me. It's my first Twitter. You can also see me on Tuesdays over at Weave the Tale, where I play a very different, much meaner character, and it's my turn to have a ridiculous accent in that game.
Ridiculous accent.
I love how she's calling my accent ridiculous.
I honestly think mine might be more ridiculous. It is a very authentic, very realistic heavy Russian accent that I make up on the spot.
Fantastic.
So yeah, check that out. So Elena, you're up next.
I'm Samantha McLarty. I was the glitter bombed La Sombra, Elena Cortez.
Glitter bombing.
Glitter bombing and glitter bombed that we're just glitter. Elena Cortez, the La Sombra. And my handle for social media is just S McLarty. It's in the chat. And also I have a new thing too. I just got a TikTok and it is just S McLarty as well. There's nothing on it yet, but I have been told that I have to do my different character makeups and all that lovely shit on it. So I don't have a fucking clue what I'm doing. So be nice to me there as well. Thank you.
There's going to be probably some Elena TikToks floating around eventually.
Mm-hmm,
Yes.
probably, I'm sure. Oh, and I have some stuff going on with Martlet as well, which I'm sure Patrick is going to go into more detail on, and I might have another project or two to announce at a later date.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Harley.
Hello. Hi, Patrick Gill, player of Harley, your fourth favorite Nosferatu on the internet. Yes, I am the creative director at Martlet Games. A lot of things going on over there in that neck of the woods right now. Some stuff I'm not ready to announce yet. We are currently filming our historical chronicle London is Bleeding, that is run by Sarah, one of our creative partners. It is set in 1918 London, post armistice from World War I. So we got Spanish flu, we have shenanigans going on in a flu asylum. We've got a whorehouse named the Randy Dandy. It's a grand old time. Yeah, we will be filming episode 3 of that here coming up actually in 2 days. So yeah, well, actually the day that this is airing will be the day that we're recording. So anyways, so there's that. We will have a shiny martletgames.com website coming up here in the near future. We are developing a chronicle for the Onyx Path Publishing Twitch channel for the Cult of the Blood Gods. That's gotten kind of shifted around because of the other things going on, but one step at a time. We'll get there. I'm taking up way too much time. I love you all. Goodbye.
Can't take up too much time. And I am Storyteller Steve. You can find me here on the Level Up Dice channel. Buy some dice. That helps us out a lot. And on Tuesdays, I am on the Overlords channel playing Domhnall McGregor, the Potence 5 Brujah. He punches stuff. That's pretty much what he does. That's his entire job description.
Is he subscribed to the magazine?
Yes. Yes, he does. Punch Stuff, which is a sub-company of Punch Stuff LLC. I believe that's mostly owned by Charlotte.
Most things are.
It is now.
So yeah, check me out on those two things. And from this point right here, we are going to probably raid somebody else playing the vampires, which is most likely rolling these 20s, because I think I got the timing right, so they'll be just starting when we hop over to them. And speaking of the Overlord, they're probably going to raid the Overlord later. It's just an entire day of vampire, really.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, it just keeps. It's the raid train just keeps on going. All right, so thank you all for attending. Thank you to my awesome cast. You guys kick ass. And yeah, we are about to raid. So see you next week.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Spirit fingers, not jazz hands.